Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. That's correct.
Yes, we is.
And it still seems like I'm a little slower today. And I don't mean like Mr. Tell me about the rabbits.
George.
That's right. Lenny?
Josh
Is
Shapiro.
it George or Lenny? Who?
Lenny. I think.
Yeah.
What was it? It was George, the guy that killed the rabbit?
No, I think Lenny is the guy.
The smart guy.
Yeah. No, George is smart. George, tell me about the rabbits. Or is it Lenny tell me about the rabbits? I don't know. That was the only book I read in high school because I had to read a book. I hate reading
Of
books.
Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good book to read.
Yeah, I wish there was the Crib Notes version.
Yeah, it shaped many psycho killer.
Did it?
Yeah, at least one
for Lenny.
Think of, yeah.
Or think about the rabbits. All right, what do we got today? Today is Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
I feel like it's Wednesday already.
We're in a partial shutdown, right? Because
they don't want to fund ICE.
Yeah, ice, baby. It's already funded though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know what this money's for. It's for something else.
Oh, they want to pull it from them, maybe.
My problem with all this is just work with them to get the bad guys out. Don't release them in the community. Work with them to get them out, and it'll be a much better place. However, there wouldn't be the chaos, and that's what they like.
Yeah, and
whoever they are,
nobody seems to think of the many women who have been raped and murdered as a result of a criminal that that immigrated over during Biden's open border.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, they had no problem with masks until ICE was wearing them.
Well, it's not stopping a virus.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. It didn't stop a virus.
I see that video. There was a video, and it was in like UK or someplace, and they're all standing around and they're all talking. It's all the government people and everything else, and they're like, okay, camera's coming on. Everybody mask. And everybody put their masks on. But it's like the camera's been rolling, people.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
The video camera was rolling, not the clicker camera, the stills.
Yeah, whatever. All
right. So what do you got?
What's today? Well, today was supposed to be Jolts,
but it's not.
No,
right?
Because it's canceled, but it's not canceled. It's just not being released today because the government shut down.
Right.
So technically, there is nothing because that was the only thing that's supposed to be out today. So right now, the Dow is down 66 points.
Oh, why?
Like thousands of people without power in the South after storm.
Well, that would make the Dow go down.
No, I'm just letting you know that's what I just saw. 10-year sitting at 4.28.
We were right around there yesterday, right?
Yeah. And then the mortgage-backed securities are 4 basis points worse. It's still we're still better than we were a year ago.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me yesterday, they're going to be buying a second home. How's rates? I said, well, they're better than they've been in the last 2 years, but not the best they've been ever. Right. So
yeah. Well, ever. A buddy of mine was buying a piece of property, a fourplex in Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Yeah, Arkansas. And he's quoted 6%.
Is that he's going to live in it?
No.
Yeah. Well, come on. There's
something going on. I don't know how much.
I didn't
ask him how much money is, but to me, he said, should I wait for rates to go down? I said, that sounds like a great rate.
That is a great rate, especially for conventional. And again, the question is, as always, what's the cost for that rate? Because anybody can get a low rate. I mean, I can get a 5.5 for most governments, no problem.
Yeah.
But then when people are like, I got a 5.2. Well, did you pay a point or two for that?
Or 4?
Yeah. I mean, and I got somebody getting a 4.875 for a 15-year, and he paid a point for that. So the question really is, so when people say, well, I got this, the question never comes out, how much did you pay for it?
Yeah.
And a lot of people go, well, I could do better than that. Well, good for you.
We've got some love from Dubai. Shibam Sharma says, hi guys.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah. We don't lend in Dubai.
Well, do you need a lender's license in Dubai?
I'm sure
it's a complete different.
It's all probably cash
structure.
It's all they all have money.
Yep.
Unless they're renting. The problem I have with Dubai is the coolest it gets is 90.
You don't like the warm weather, do you?
Not from 120 something to 90, and then I don't like the sandstorms.
90 would be their winter, right?
Sandstorm. I mean, unless I need my car sandblasted, I really don't want sandstorm.
Yeah, I was talking to. Oh, we both froze. I was talking to a store owner the other day, and he was talking about how we grew up in Bakersfield and wound up, he grew up in Bakersfield and on 58, going out every now and then, they'd hit a sandstorm. It just ripped the paint right off the one side of your car.
That's funny because that's a long time ago.
That is a long time ago.
According to what I just heard, so we'll have ADP employment, payroll tomorrow and mortgage applications, but we're not going to have jobless claims on Thursday and or BLS jobs report if the government doesn't open back up. So now, so tomorrow the ADP payroll is front and center, and that's going to show what's going on with the market. Hopefully that shows weakness to help the market a little bit. But again, until we have BLS and all these other reports, which is important, we're really not going to know where the market's going.
We just don't know where we are.
Well, I do. It doesn't really matter what's going on. You need to, just move forward on what you're doing. And it's a great time to move forward on what you're doing and just focus on that. Don't worry about what the rate is.
Yeah. Lock the best rate possible and refi it when things shake it all out.
And that's like the one I told you about, 4.875. We locked him, of course.
Yeah.
Thank God, because he even came back to me and goes, man, I didn't realize that rate's not available anymore. And you told me we should wait till March. I said, those are two separate things.
Yeah. Two separate issues.
Yeah. That's because rates move on a regular basis. Every week they could be worse or better. You just never know. So if you're happy with your payment at the time, if you're happy with your rate, lock your loan.
You're going to sing.
I was trying to get
that. You must be feeling good today.
I'm tired. I was only a few hours of sleep. I was working on my veteran VA claim bridge that has to do with helping vets do their own stuff.
Get their
it's so smart. It was telling me because I've been having this. So I got denied for low back pain. Well, because of my other issues, I have both my knees issues that were approved and everything else. I can use that as a gate to deal with my hip issue, which then go after the low back pain after that.
Because
they're all secondary.
Ankle bones connected to the.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was when it was yesterday, it was like telling me the secondary condition that said, you should go in for your elbow because of your knee. I'm like, okay, you need to get a medical thing in here and know where the ankle bone is connected to the hip bone or whatever.
Yeah.
Because those two aren't connected, and it fixed that. And it was like, oh, wow.
Why your elbow? Oh, well, I fall down a lot.
Yeah. Well, the elbow could be connected to my shoulder because how you use it differently and everything else. And there's just amazing how, and they love secondary versus everything else, because on a secondary, they already can just go and find it versus going through thousands of documents to find it.
Oh,
yeah. So they love secondary. It's easier for them. We talked about ISM manufacturing yesterday.
Yes.
So we got ADP tomorrow. And that's pretty much a wrap of what I have. It's pretty sad when we're done in like 4 minutes, right?
Yeah, there's not much tomorrow.
Actually, we talked a lot. We are at 8. It's cereal, a soup.
Yeah.
Is cereal?
Of course it is.
A soup?
It's a milk soup, unless you use orange juice.
Well, I don't know.
Back in the college days, whiskey.
Beer.
Yeah, beer. Beer with shredded wheat.
No, mine was just cold pizza.
I like cold chicken.
Yeah, that's good too. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Remember Foster Farms when they would sell their cold chicken?
Dude, I worked there.
You worked? Oh, that's right.
I worked at Foster Farms in Turlock, and
the Dirt Dog, huh?
Yeah, Der Wiener sits on 5 Points here in Modesto. Was my first actual job, not counting, killing yourself since you were 12 at my grandfather's dairy.
Yeah,
that didn't count as my first job.
No,
that was just helping out family
chores.
I didn't live there.
Yeah, go help your
so
grandpa.
Der Wiener Switzel was my first one, and then after that, I went over to Foster Farms.
So you would eat chili cheese dogs all day, right?
Where when I was at Der Wiener
Dog?
No, that would be because you can't. You have a break and you get something. Of course, it was probably a chili cheese dog.
Yeah.
But then in the night, I always work till midnight on Friday, Saturday, and so you get home at midnight.
Let's see, you're 10 or 15 years younger than me.
Something like that.
Yeah. So were they still cruising back then? Were they allowed to cruise?
Yeah. So
they would use Dirt Dog as the turnaround.
I couldn't. I never cruised. McHenry because I thought it was so stupid.
It was stupid
because I'd go to Turlock where I lived and we'd cruise a 2-lane road, so you'd see everybody as you went by. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Well, I got to the point where I didn't want to spend the money on the gas because it went up to 85 cents a gallon. And I would
I could put a buck in and cruise all night on my little Courier.
Yeah, I had a Chevy 75 Chevy van. Not a pedo van. It had windows and porthole windows. But we would park in front of Continental Leasing and just wave at everybody.
Yeah. So we would, I mean, the turnaround was at each edge of Main Street.
Yeah.
Which so stupid that they outlawed it at the,
Well, it's back. I mean, they've welcomed it.
I know, but I only did. So one time I was in Modesto. You remember Rick, he borrowed my so I had a Mustang.
Right.
It's a 69 Mustang was my first car. And he took it to baseball and he was an ump and they hit the driver's side mirror and broke it. And so I'm, taking my girl to the movies or whatever. And I get pulled over on McHenry for a broken mirror. And they're like, you need to have 2 mirrors because there was not one on the right side.
Oh,
because
you have to have a rear view and a side view.
You have to have at least 2, a rear view and a side view. I'm like, but I never looked behind me.
What about this camera that I have?
Yeah, I never looked. So anyway, then they smelled the rags in the back of my car.
And knew you were smoking drink.
No, it was like, okay, that's what I used to wash it with. Go away. They've always, those guys are always been, what in here.
Yeah.
You need to go home now, or I'm gonna take your car.
But I'm gonna go to the movies first.
It was after the movies.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we were on our way out.
Yeah. So
like,
Connor here lives in Modesto.
I saw that.
Connor.
Yeah, thanks, Connor.
Thanks for listening.
No, but a lot of people, if you're buying your first home, I would tell you to go get a triplex or fourplex if you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's just, and then eventually move into something else. I saw somebody put a post before you're married, each one of you buy an FHA loan and buy a place, and then you spend the night at each other's house. And then when you get married, go buy your own place because those two will pay for that.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it won't pay for that right away. It's going to take a while to pay for that. Now, if you have a duplex or a triplex, that's a totally different story.
Yeah. I had 2 students that were shadowing me through the Love Our Cities program because they were interested in being realtors. And both of them on their own said, I'm thinking I'm going to buy a duplex or a triplex. I'm going to rent out 2 sides or one side.
One side
live
first.
In the other. Yeah.
You got to live in one of them at first.
You got to live in one of them at first.
How long do you have to live in one of them?
At least 2 years is probably best. But
no,
I believe it's 13 months, isn't it?
No.
What is it then? What is it? What is it? 6 months? What is it?
Yeah, according to the loan document, the states are going to be there for 1 year.
Okay.
However, if things change in your life, doesn't mean you have to stay there.
True.
That's the intent. If you intend to go in there and go, I'm leaving in 60 days, that's fraud. If you move in there and something happens with jobs, this and that, and you have to move, just document it and move. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean you have to stay there. I just tell people, put it somewhere that, what happened if they ask you why it was an event that happened that you didn't plan on.
Yeah.
But there's people who go, here's a hack.
It's not a hack.
No,
it's always been there.
Yeah, that's called illegal mortgage fraud. Is that hack? And we don't do mortgage fraud.
Yeah, Letitia James, she's in trouble, huh?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's in the news anyway about
again
mortgage fraud.
No, it's that whole thing went away because Trump put the wrong person in charge.
Oh,
they didn't have, and that's the same
thing.
That happened.
Charles in charge.
That's the same thing that happened to when they were going after Trump for something. Whoever they put as the prosecutor, they didn't do it right and whatever, and so it came back to bite them.
Yeah, Jack Smith.
All right.
Well, okay. Well, that's why I said 13 months.
Well, it's wrong. 1 month, 1 year. Uno year.
Yeah. 13 months just to be sure.
No, 12 months, but
13 months is an answer,
and that's
for
the same
a 1031
thing.
exchange.
That's the same thing if you're buying, you're a primary residence, period, anything.
Yeah.
1 year is what the loan documents say you're going to be there. However, if things happen, you can leave. You don't have to stay there. Well, I'm stuck here for a year.
You're never stuck. There's always a way out of something.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, just document it.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I have for today.
Hey, peace out.
Tomorrow,
so
hopefully,
the
we'll
fog
have
is still here.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, I like it because it was getting warm, man. Yesterday was like 60 something. The house was 67. I'm like, I can't wear a sweatshirt in
Yeah,
this.
I know. The house was 72 at our place and no heat on.
Yeah. We don't have, we might put the heat on to 65.
Yeah.
Just to get the chill out. When I start rattling my teeth, it's time to get the heat on.
Put on a blanket.
That was with the blanket.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Turn the heat on.
All right, everybody, make it a great day.
Hey,
We'll talk tomorrow.
Have a great week.
Yeah, it is, Connor. We're in the same place.
Yep.
Thanks for telling us.
It's foggy.
But again, everybody was like, "Wow, this is foggy." Was it like this when you were, because I've been.
Oh my God, yeah.
As a kid, this is This is nothing.
This is
you wouldn't be able to.
You could see across the street,
a car in front of you, and this is all has to do with the water in the ground.
Yeah.
We had so much drought for so long, we didn't have fog.
Right
now that we get water and rain and all the other stuff, we get fog.
Yeah, look.
Go out in the country at night and see how bad it is.
We just need to pave more of the area.
We would fly down those country roads, man, and just like, okay, the road's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Here it is. Right.
Roll.
No, I never rolled. But all right, make it a great day. I'm leaving.
Peace
now.
out.
Bye.
Bye.